Welcome to one more episode of Connecting the Dots with KK, a space where inspiring stories meets the actionable insights. आज हमारे साथ जो गेस्ट है, let me give you a disclaimer that her energy is going to be contagious. It's going to impact you. Why? Before I tell why, let me tell her who is she, what is she doing, right? So today's guest, she's an amazing person. Firstly, she's a vibrant voice coach, an international author, and a two-time Guinness World Record holder. She has been into the space of coaching and training since more than a decade, impacting more than 9,000 professional and entrepreneurs' life by helping them impacting their life in personal and professional growth so that they can move towards success every single day. She has been a distinction holder in child psychology and a former head of the department in an homeschooling academy. अब इतना ही नहीं, इनके बारे में जो एक सबसे बढ़िया पॉइंट जो लगता है इनकी लाइफ का, शी इज अ वेरी पैशनेट लाइफ लॉन्ग लर्नर, कमिटेड, एंड शी हैज अ वेरी यूनिक स्टाइल ऑफ टेकिंग हर लाइफ सीरियसली, मतलब एकदम सीरियसली, खतरनाक वाला, बट in a fun way. She's very spiritually aligned and driven very deeply with a mission to make this society and this world a better place. So get ready to have a vibrant voice conversation packed up with inspiration, motivation, and a lot of insights to impact your own life first and then impact others. So without wasting much time, welcome Prachiti Sharangdhar.
So
I would
much.
like to show my gratitude to accept my invitation to be on the show. Really, it's grateful to have you. I'm honored. Over to you, please.
Thank you so much. Assuming I was not the guest and I was an audience, and if I was listening to this introduction as a third person, I would have whistled. I don't know how to whistle. Thank you. You so very. It is really. I'm just honored, and
Wow.
thank you. I feel I'm just a vessel here and doing my job. That's it.
Wow.
Nothing more. I'm just a vessel, and I feel we all are chosen ones.
Exactly.
We are doing, and that's how we connected, right? So yeah, that's
Exactly.
about it. Thank you.
So thank you once again for accepting the invitation. So very quickly, Prachiti, थोड़ा सा अपने बारे में very quickly so that our audience can understand who is Prachiti and where is she coming from, ताकि आगे की conversation बहुत beautiful होने वाली है. So over to you, please.
Thank you once again. I feel honored and grateful to be here on this show. Uh, I really cannot express in words, but I'm trying my level best to. Uh, I have you in my prayers, and I feel as if I have done something really good in my past that I am here today. So
Wow.
thank you first for that. Then now I'll go
Thank
with
you.
my introduction. And I'm a vibrant voice coach. I help coaches, working professionals, and influencers like YouTubers and podcasters achieve their
Uh-huh.
career goals by harnessing the power of their voice. You
Uh-huh.
can call me a small town girl because I'm from Vadodara. Those
Ah.
days, so many years ago,
Mm-hmm.
almost 3, 4 decades ago. So I hail from Baroda. After I
Uh-huh.
got married, I shifted to Mumbai,
Wow.
and then I went into different careers. I worked for corporates, and then I went into education field, and from education I went into training. So training is an extension of education. It falls in the
Yes.
same umbrella. Mm. So this is
Right.
my micro niche. Over the years, I have trained in the last decade. I have trained more than 9,000 participants from diverse
Mm-hmm.
professions,
Mm-hmm.
and then I came to a niche of voice modulation. There are many other stories. There is a career story, and there's an emotional and personal story to it, and that is
Correct.
how I got into this. So yeah,
Mm.
that's about it.
Wow.
Just sorry to one more thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I Yesterday I completed 18 years of my marriage, so I'm very much a
Wow.
family-oriented person. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
And I'm a mother of a teenage son. He's just become a teen, so I'm handling the teen tantrum
Yes.
also.
Oh, क्या
Yeah.
बात है. नया experience.
Yes, yes.
Yes, the game has just begun. All the best for that.
Thank you.
So, you just mentioned so beautifully about your transition from being into corporates, then education, and then now into training industry. So you chose Prachiti, आपने कहा कि you are a vibrant voice coach. So I
Hmm.
want to know, मैं जानना चाहता हूँ और हमारी ऑडियंस भी जानना चाहती है कि ये वॉइस कोच बनने का ये टर्न पॉइंट कहाँ से आया आपकी लाइफ में, एंड एक और चीज, ये जो आप कह रही हैं वॉइस, मतलब मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप बड़े साधारण भाषा में बताएं कि ये एक रेगुलर लोगों को, जो हमारे रेगुलर वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल्स हैं, ठीक है, कोचेस, फ्रीलांसर्स, आज के डेट में तो सब कुछ डिजिटलाइजेशन हैज चेंज द वर्ल्ड. सो देर आर a lot of opportunities at every doorstep, right? And how this voice can be helpful to every audience listening to this podcast. So how did this,
Two
come
questions.
into your life, and how this can impact others?
Oh, lovely. Thank you so much. It's a nice and it's a full compound questions, many questions put in together. I will try my best to simplify it and then
Please.
you can take it further from there.
Yeah.
The first thing, I'll just give you a short story if it's okay.
Yeah, please.
It was what 1982, 1983,
Uh-huh.
and there was a stage of a school. Balwari function was going on, and
Hmm.
all the kids on the stage were crying.
Okay.
The next performance had been delayed. The principal of the school was under stress. She told one lady, she went up to one lady and she said, I can see your child is the only one who's not crying. In that time, she spoke in Marathi,
Okay.
but she told that woman that, Madam, your child is the only one who's not crying. So, till we get the other kids ready, would it be okay for you to get your daughter? Do you think she will be able to perform? Please
Okay.
help us out with it.
Mm-hmm.
The lady happily agreed. She
Okay.
was my mom. She
Wow.
came to me, she held my hand, took me in the center of the stage, handed the mic. She was holding the mic, and she said, Start singing rhymes. That's it, do it.
Wow.
Having no idea, I started singing and all. I was 2.5, and without
Wow.
any conscious understanding, that was my first performance. Then
Wow, that is
on.
amazing.
Yes, thank you. In my school and studies, I was quite average. So my teachers and friends and all never knew. But outside the school, over the weekends and my vacations, with my mother's help and with my other network, cousins and relatives, I have participated in lots of plays. I have even before marriage represented Baroda on a national level.
Wow.
So I have naturally gone into the churning of voice modulation.
Mm.
Having said that, after marriage, when I came to Mumbai in 2007, 2006 end, December end, so I can say I joined various organizations. I joined something for work, for corporate and all. And I realized there was a lack of acceptance.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere I was being put down because people considered that I was from a small city
Okay.
and I was not given the rightful importance, promotions, or the rightful respect that I deserved. At one
Okay.
point, my confidence hit its all-time low.
Oh.
Terrible.
Mm.
So much so that it affected my health, and I was on bed rest for 2 weeks. Two
Okay.
weeks. I couldn't even turn my head towards the right or left. It was that bad. So much so that I got a vertigo. And this
Okay.
happened even in my profession, in my personal circles, some network, some in the
Right.
sense of social network, some family friends and all. Oh, she is from Gujarat. Oh, she is from Gujarat, that ways. And it was made very obvious in front of everyone. People had termed me a villager.
Okay. Okay.
So uh, I went through
Mm-hmm.
a lot. And then when I was at my all-time low,
Mm-hmm.
I got the news that I'm going to be a mom.
Oh.
That was the
Okay.
happiest. That was an all-time
Correct.
high.
Correct.
Emotionally all-time low, but
Correct.
again
Correct.
emotionally all-time high. This was a mix of emotions. And
Correct.
at
Correct.
that point, that was the turning point of my life when I
Wow.
thought whatever I underwent, my child should not undergo.
Wow.
Even in my school, I was a slow learner, which I learned now. In those days, I was termed as lazy and dumb.
Uh-huh. So, wow, wow, this is amazing. That, so this is why you chose to be a vibrant voice coach.
This is why I went into training and coaching.
Wow.
And I began as I did my early childhood care and education and that is where I got distinction in child psychology and other such courses relating to children and education. And then I went into training.
Mm-hmm.
And after evolving through many niche, I somehow realized that voice is one thing that first I have to call myself a soft skill coach.
Wow.
Soft skill has so many skills,
Correct. Correct.
but then connecting with my audience and participants, I got
Uh-huh.
this feedback that, ma'am, you're able to help us out so much. You're able to help us voice our opinion.
Wa-
That is how this connected. And then I did a
Wow.
professional course also from a reputed institute here in Mumbai, Nanderi. And they
Uh-huh.
have given many voiceover artists for Hindi movies and all, for all the
Wow.
A-listers and all. Students of that institution have given, and they're still giving. So that is how I came into voice coach. When
Nice.
I connected to my story, that I started voicing my opinion, I started becoming affirmative. I accept myself the way I am. It doesn't matter. I
Mm-hmm.
stopped seeking people's approval. So when something that I did it myself, I think I definitely can help others do that. That is how
Definitely.
journey turned.
Wow. That's so impressive and matlab, zabardast. From the age of 2.5 till you were an adult,
Yeah.
and the acceptance, the non-acceptance mode of from the society that you are a villager and all the stuff, pushing you into the emotional traumas,
Hmm.
and then with a good news, you pulling out yourself so that you what you had to undergo, your
Yeah.
child doesn't has to face that.
Yes.
Wow. And now, I simply love your voice, Prachiti, because I've heard you, talking, and recently, I heard you making some voices as well. So can you just give a very, quick kind of एक एक झलक जिसको कहते हैं, ताकि लोग भी समझ सके वॉइस मॉड्यूलेशन एग्जैक्टली होता क्या है? इफ यू
Okay.
कैन जस्ट, या वेरी क्विकली, आई वुड
I
लव
was
टू हैव
not prepared for this. Okay. Uh, the voice modulation that, sorry, let me take my laugh.
दैट.
I laugh out. I literally do that LOL loudly.
या
Literally.
यस.
Okay. So the
वाओ.
voice modulation that I teach, it's for working professionals and
हाँ.
corporates and public speakers and presenters who address many groups. I do
राइट.
not teach singing as such. But when you do those exercises and if you have that inclination, you can obviously improve a little here and there.
राइट.
So now, say for example, first I will give is it okay if I start with a proper introduction, like say for a
प्लीज.
webinar or for a
श्योर श्योर श्योर
presentation?
श्योर श्योर
No,
श्योर.
and now how to modulate. One is, okay, good afternoon, everybody. Good to have you here. Let's begin with our presentation. So this is a normal way how people greet, and it is not wrong. This is
करेक्ट.
a normal thing. Now, same thing if it has to be said in an entertaining way. Good afternoon, everyone. How are you all doing? It is so good to have you here. This is an entertainment industry. Ka.
वाओ.
Same thing for a corporate. Good afternoon, everyone. I am so pleased to have you here. Thank you all for coming, leaving your important task, and being here for this training.
वाओ.
Same thing in three different ways. This is the
वाओ.
voice modulation that I teach.
वाह 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 वाह, that was impressive यार. मतलब एक ही, the normal one, then the entertaining one, and the corporate level का, public speaking वाला, and this is so amazing. So how do you think, that makes me to ask you second question, Prachiti.
Hmm,
You are into this training and the coaching industry over a decade now, and you
hmm,
have impacted more than 9,000 people's life,
hmm,
professional and entrepreneurs.
hmm,
You know, in your journey, do you remember any such memorable, मतलब ट्रांसफॉर्मेशनल, एक ऐसा कोई इवेंट जिसने
hmm.
आपको ऐसा फील करवाया होगा कि यार प्रचिति, यू आर डूइंग अमेजिंग, ऐसा ऐसा कोई एक करियर में कोई एक्सपीरियंस?
Yes, I have worked with students also. There are two, if it's okay.
या प्लीज.
One is it happened during COVID. I had conducted an online training camp. It was for entrepreneurship. That time
हाँ.
I worked as a freelancer for some other company, but I was teaching communication to the students. And the
हम्म.
team that I had was one girl and her friend. They were from Tamil Nadu, and she
ओके.
was an introvert, that girl.
हम्म.
And at the end of the workshop, there was a presentation and there were prizes to be
ओके.
given. And the girls, that the student, those two, out of the two students, one student backed out. So there was
हम्म.
only one student. She felt very nervous. Anyway, she was an introvert. And her
हाँ.
friend who was an extrovert, for some reason, she could not do. It's okay. The problems happen. Having
हम्म.
said that, uh, just before the presentation, she said, "Ma'am, I can't do it. I'm feeling very bad. Let me just withdraw. It's okay."
Oh,
This is where I motivated her and I helped her in the speech. I can't say I did it. Yes, I tried my level best and
right.
I told her it's okay. See, even if you withdraw, you are anyways going to lose. And you have it in your mind that anyways you're going to lose.
Correct.
Then after working hard for so long, why are you giving up now?
Correct.
Just speak your heart out. You have made a
Wow.
presentation. So many weeks we have worked together. Please do it
Wow.
for me. Just do it. And in that competition, that girl came first all over India.
Wow. Wow. Amazing. Yeah. That's like a transformation, huh? Immediate, instant.
And she cried after that. She called me, Zoom call, and her
Mm,
messages and all. But again, as the policy says that we cannot keep in touch, so I maintained that distance. And you are aware that I'm very
correct.
much in, I follow integrity. I
Yeah,
am very much
that's
integrated. So if something should not be done, I will not do it. But I definitely heard her, whatever she had
wow.
to say. That was one thing. And recently, I can say just some months back, or yeah, over a year ago, I think there was this one participant, and she was when she joined the one-on-ones with me, she was initially, "Oh, I don't care what people say. I am what I am," kind
Okay.
of attitude. Let the audience feel. I just want to give my best. I don't care what people feel. From
Okay.
there, the sessions, she came down to a level where during one practice session, she told me, but if I say this, it can be misinterpreted. No, let me
Mhm.
say it in this way. So she actually started caring for the audience, and not in
Wow.
terms where, not in terms where I will change myself because of people, not that ways,
Wow.
but with a feeling of empathy.
Caring, empathy, and care.
Empathy. If you recall last week when we met few days back, I used the word empathy. From
Exactly.
the space of I don't care what people think about me, she came down to empathy. She said, if
Wow.
I say it in this way, people can misinterpret. Let me try it in this
Wow.
way. So I
That
think
was amazing.
yeah, these are the
And
two things.
how did that shift happen? मतलब कोई ऐसा क्या हो गया था कि वो शिफ्ट हो गया उनके अंदर? How did voice modulation help?
Um, um, Initially, when she would welcome people, it would be that loud and
हाँ
this and that.
हाँ 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 हाँ.
From there, she went to welcome, good afternoon, thank you for coming here. That
Wow. हाँ
that
वो empathy, right. I don't care to like, hey, thank you for coming, joining
yes.
us. Wow, that was impressive. Yeah, that was
पहले भी
impressive.
थैंक यू होता था. Thank you for coming. That is
But the pitch of the voice was different.
yes. Thank you
Ah,
all for coming.
wow.
It really feels that our hard work has paid off. Something like that. Whatever.
Wow. So, before asking you the third question, Prachiti, अब मैं बात कर रहा हूँ तो मेरा वॉइस कैसे लग रहा
Oh,
है? मतलब इंस्टेंट एक फीडबैक ले लूं क्योंकि ऐसा मौका और कब मिलेगा, है ना?
नहीं नहीं आपको बहुत मिलेंगे आप बस बोल दो आई एम देयर
राइट.
बट yes, um, for reaching your voice, Kushal, naturally you have been gifted with a very we use the word quality voice.
ओके.
Naturally, you have been gifted. It's a gift. Now, people work hard for months and years to reach to a voice which you naturally have.
वाओ.
Yes. I have heard you on stage also this
हम्म.
October when you spoke in front of 650 in an international conference. So I was there in the audience and I was cheering and I was at the end. I was screwing there, so I was behind. I was at the gate, but from
Okay.
there also I was screaming for you. You were
Wow.
cheering. So your voice has a great impact. It's very impactful and yeah, it's good to go. Just obviously, since if in case I'm not sure if you have focused or no, but there is quite a lot of voice modulation naturally.
ओह, ये
Naturally, yes, there is.
मतलब
There is
frankly
a lot.
speaking, I never noticed. I know like I मतलब what I can tell about it is I have always spoken my heart out.
Hmm.
That's the one thing I know about myself, but I never paid attention on voice or something कि voice कैसा होना चाहिए, how to speak, what should be the tonality. I never ever paid attention. That's the first time when I paid attention when I understood about the voice modulation when you were talking.
Okay.
राइट
Okay.
सो थैंक यू फॉर दैट फीडबैक मुझे एक इंस्टेंट फीडबैक तो मिल गया भाई और ये रिकॉर्ड पे है तो मतलब वैलिडेट हो चुका
And thank
है
you for your honesty for saying that. Yeah.
यस थैंक यू फॉर दैट प्रचिति हाँ यू नो आपके आपका बायो बहुत कुछ बोलता है यार बहुत
Mm,
बोलता है राइट आई मीन
mm,
इट्स सो इम्प्रेसिव एंड वन थिंग दैट होल्ड्स अटेंशन एटलीस्ट मैं अगर अपने बारे में बोलूँ तो वन थिंग दैट आई होल्ड अटेंशन होती है हाँ ये है भाई दिस इज समथिंग डिफरेंट you have
mm.
mentioned ki 2 times Guinness World Record holder.
Yeah.
So I want
Yeah.
to know what is this record about and how this has contributed in your niche कि आप जो प्रोफेशन में है ये कैसे इम्पैक्ट लाया.
Okay, this
Over
was
to
a
you.
group, it was a group activity. It was done by a training company, you are aware, Success Gyan. It was
Yes,
done on Teachers' Day, where every teacher had to write a message on self-development.
correct,
So
correct,
maximum number of people all over the world. I think it started from India. So it is
correct,
twice, both the times it was there. And the
correct.
last one, I don't recall the sentence exactly, but
Mm-hmm.
I am so and so, and I am working to improve myself, and I'm a lifelong learner.
Correct.
I connect with that.
Wow.
So at a certain time on Teachers' Day, 5th September, exactly at 10 a.m., the
Right.
video has to be uploaded. So we
Correct.
recorded
Correct.
it the previous night, and exactly at 10 a.m., maximum number of people all over India had to upload it. So I was
Yeah.
one of that.
Wow, thank you for sharing that. And the like it's a very proud moment to all the Indians because that initiative was taken by Success Gyan.
Yes.
Yeah, Suren, he has been a wonderful mentor to many of the Indians. All I mean, he's a mentor to. He has spreaded his wings over the globe now.
Yeah.
But you know, but when we listen to him, it's about an Indian, right? So his mission to make India the
Yeah.
training center of training,
Training
the center of
capital.
training and coach, training capital of
Yes.
coaching industry. Of, I mean, it's a huge mission, and we are so glad that we connected with each other to
Yeah.
make this mission possible. That was something amazing.
Can I
So
share one more thing?
please,
Sorry to
please,
yeah.
please,
Um, what really holds me towards Success Gyan Suren is his simplicity. There
definitely,
is no
definitely.
fluff. There is no arrogance, there's no attitude. Normally,
Mhm.
when we see a trainer, there are many trainers and coaches, even you are aware, who from different parts of the world or India also, in different zones, I would say, after a certain level of success, the tone changes, their attitude changes.
Definitely, yes, this happens.
Yes. Here Success Gyan is growing, and you see this person becoming more and more humble.
Humble, yes,
Um,
yes,
his
yes.
body language, if you see him on the stage, every time is the same. Just the same person. And if you meet him outside stage, backstage also, if you talk to him, yes, how are you? Oh, yes, yes. I'm sorry, I don't remember your face. Ah, okay. Yes, now I have another. These are the way in
Wow,
which he speaks. There is a lot of, अगर हिंदी में बोले तो ठहराव, and there's a lot of calmness to his
calmness,
voice
yes,
and tone. So the
correct.
person who's speaking to him, no matter, even if the person is at a beginning stage, he makes them feel respected. And that is
Wow.
very important. Yes.
Yes, मुझे thank you for adding that Prachiti because
Yeah.
I remember in 2022 first time when I met him in an event,
Okay.
you know, he was standing close to me and I asked someone to I want to just have say hello to him because I couldn't
Oh.
go. मैं पहचान कैसे पाता था कि सुरेन कहाँ खड़े हैं. I someone everyone was telling Suren and
Mm-hmm.
I was standing close to him. I said someone I want to go to him. I want to greet him and all. And he was like, talking to me, you're so inspiring, Kushal. You're just amazing. He's telling to me, and I said, I would like to have a pic with you. He took my phone and click a selfie for me.
Wow.
And that I still have that image. And I asked him, मुझे ये पूछना था कि मैं सही देख रहा हूँ कि नहीं. हाँ, मैं looking in camera. And he was like, you look handsome, man. You're just making. I mean,
Really?
it's
That's so awesome.
yes, that's all. That one event will always be close to my heart. And
Yes.
just that guy keeping his hand on my shoulder was like, wow, कि यार अब तो कुछ करना ही पड़ेगा जिंदगी में. इतने बड़े बड़े
One,
लोगों का टच मिल चुका है ना अभी. अभी तो
wonderful.
करना ही पड़ेगा. अब करना ही पड़ेगा. So that level of goosebump, मतलब it was very inspiring. As you mentioned, he's a very grounded guy. And I'm
Yes.
recalling a situation he mentioned in one of his event.
Hmm.
I think his Mercedes, he was driving his Mercedes, and a lorry came from back, and it was a accident. It was an accident, and in that accident, his rear of the car was crashed
Hmm.
in a traffic, and
Hmm.
he didn't even come out of the car.
Hmm.
क्योंकि he
Oh.
was like, what to do? मैं
Hmm.
रास्ते पे जाके आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू फाइट विद दैट लॉरी. समथिंग
Hmm.
मस्ट हैव हैपन. ट्रैफिक है, कुछ कंट्रोल नहीं. वट जो होना था वो हो चुका है. द
Wow.
नेक्स्ट स्टेप, आई मीन आई वाज लाइक, यार ये अलग ही लेवल पे है, ये अलग ही लेवल पे. वन, ही हैज ग्रोन हिमसेल्फ,
Hmm.
ऑब्वियसली फाइनेंशियली.
Yes.
फाइनेंशियली उसके पास ताकत है दैट ही कैन गेट इट रिपेयर.
Hmm.
सेकंड थिंग, अबव एवरीथिंग, ही हैज गेन्ड दैट माइंडसेट कि यार जो होना था वो हो गया ना, व्हाट कैन आई डू नाउ.
Beautiful.
वो
So
दैट वाज
powerful.
लाइक, he spoke about CTC, cut the crap.
Ah,
आई वॉज लाइक इम्प्रेस. वेल, ये करना पड़ेगा भाई, ये स्लोली स्लोली इसको प्रैक्टिस में लाना पड़ेगा. सो
thank you for sharing.
thanks to you for bringing Suren in this conversation. I have loved this guy. So with that, Prachiti, you know next question to you is, you have also mentioned about the child psychology.
Hmm.
So what do you think, how is that area helping in your niche, like voice modulation, child psychology? ये कैसे, मतलब आई एम जस्ट ट्राइंग टू
Yeah.
है ना, जस्ट पकड़ने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ ये दोनों का मेल मिलाप कहाँ हो रहा है.
अच्छा, on a lighter note बोलूं, हम सब दिल में
ओवर टू
बच्चे
यू.
ही हैं. We all are
एग्जैक्ट.
kids.
वेरी ट्रू, वेरी ट्रू, वेरी वेरी ट्रू.
As taking life seriously in a fun way. This is a fun way, but it is a serious thing. We all are
एग्जैक्टली.
kids at heart. At
एग्जैक्टली.
heart.
डेफिनेटली.
Might be businessmen and everything, we put on a mask, but at least I'm sure those 5 seconds of the day while you're going to bed or when you wake up, you are like, "Jane do, wo sab when we go to the office or there, but in the heart time with chai. I want this, I want attention. Thoda mujhe chahiye. Mummy ka chahiye, whatever, wife ka, even bachcho ka chahiye attention. That also,
बिल्कुल
child
बिल्कुल.
parent will feel. I always want that. मेरा बेटा
वाओ.
नहीं
यू नो
देखता. Sorry to say, I embarrass him, okay? There's this one thing I do. I'm coming to your point, but since it just
या
came
गो
up
ऑन, द कॉल
naturally,
इज ऑल योर्स.
I'm, I'm going with the flow. If he's standing in his friends, among his friends, and I go to pick him up from school, if he sees me from far, he'll nudge that, wait 2 minutes, I'm talking. I wave at him, beta, come. He looks at me like, what are you doing, ma?
वहां वहां पे भी आप वॉइस मॉड्यूलेशन का यूज करके उसको अटेंशन ले
इस
लेती हैं.
वाली
वाओ.
तरफ दे. Even my friends, they know we laugh at it, but एक lighter. ऐसा नहीं कि मैं वो 2-2 घंटे करती हूँ. It's just एक बार कर लिया, ठीक है, हो गया वैसा है ना. So
वाओ.
now coming to the point, a very simple fact about child psychology. It's a formula. Okay, it's a hack that I'm giving to anybody in the
वाओ.
everybody in the world.
Mhm.
Children learn by observation. We all know. We all
Definitely.
know. Only when you model something, they learn. You tell them something, they
They
might
don't.
forget.
Right.
Yeah, correct. But
Definitely.
when they see you doing repeatedly, they will follow.
Yes.
Now, my question here, not just to you, it's for all of us to introspect. It's an introspective question. Does that not apply to adults also? Is
Definitely.
it
No doubt.
related only to child?
Undoubtedly. Undoubtedly it applies to everyone. Wow.
Yes. So, if as a trainer in voice modulation, I teach something that you speak, you modulate voice in this way.
Correct.
But while I'm teaching to them, if I'm not modulating my voice,
Wow.
why will they learn from me? Or how will they learn from me? See, telling
Definitely.
आपका टोन ये करो, आपका पिच ऐसा करो, and एक एग्जाम्पल देके छोड़ दिया, तो पर्सन उतना सीखेगा. उस टाइम के लिए they might learn. But a continuous practice is of essence.
Wow.
That is
I'm
how it's actually my students, I would say, or anyone, my participants who have enrolled, they help me become better at what I do. The whole credit goes to
wow.
them. I'm nothing
Wow.
without.
Wow. With what you said, I'm recalling few elements in out of my life. मतलब
Uh-huh.
आपने बोला ना कि जो हमारे अंदर बच्चा तो है, डेफिनेटली दैट्स ट्रू. एंड किड्स डजंट डोंट फॉलो ऑन व्हाट they might or might not follow on what is said, but they will
Hmm.
definitely follow what they see. तो ये तो होता है. तो आई हैव बीन, मतलब व्हेन माय आवर किड वाज वेरी यंग, लाइक हमने तभी डिसाइड कर लिया था कि क्यों कुछ एलिमेंट्स हम वी विल कीप इट फॉर अ लॉन्गर टाइम, मतलब लाइफ लॉन्ग के लिए रखेंगे. जैसे कि वी विल नॉट फीड हर बाय लुकिंग एट विद टीवी ऑन एंड ऑल. मोबाइल टीवी
Wow.
दे के खाना नहीं खा. एंड वी नेवर, आई एम सो हैप्पी एंड प्राउड दैट वी मी एंड माय वाइफ फॉलोड इट टू द बेस्ट. एंड अभी भी वी फॉलो कि वी आर सिटिंग ऑन ग्राउंड, ऑन अ मैट, all together
Okay.
in kitchen, so that we sit and enjoy. So we, वो एक grounded रहने का एक feeling. And she has asked me कि आज एक दिन टीवी देखते देखते क्या बोला, होगा कुछ भी नहीं, या तो तुम टीवी देख लो या खाना खा के टीवी देख लो, ये दो मल्टीटास्किंग नहीं करना है. इट डजंट, क्योंकि नाउ आई डोंट डू इट एंड माय वाइफ आल्सो डजंट डू इट. सो दैट हैज बीन पासिंग ऑन टू हर नाउ. एंड वन मोर थिंग इज, वो टोनालिटी की जो बात की ना, एक दिन माय माय डॉटर, आई ऑब्जर्व कि शी हैज बीन टॉकिंग इन अ वेरी, वो जब भी उसको कुछ समझाना होता है, बाबा, वो ये टोन. मैंने बोला यार ये इतना क्यूट कैसे बोल रही है, मतलब हाउ इज शी, द सिचुएशन इज टाइटली मेस अप एंड शी इज ट्राइंग टू मेक मी अंडरस्टैंड दैट, बाबा
Oh.
असं नाही बाबा, मी तिथे असं होतं, आई मीन शी इज टॉकिंग इन मराठी टू मी. लाइक ये इसने कहाँ पिकअप किया. एंड देन आई
Mhm.
ऑब्जर्व कि ये टोन तो मेरा है. मैं
Oh.
आई लिटरली हैड टू ऑब्जर्व दैट, क्योंकि ये इतना क्यूट, ये मैं ऑब्जर्व करने लगा ये कहाँ से आ रहा है. मैंने सब बहुत लोगों का टोन ये कहीं ना कहीं से तो आ रहा है, टीवी से आ
Mhm.
रहा है क्या नहीं. देन आई
Hmm.
ऑब्जर्व कि यार वो मुझे जब उसको समझाना हो रहा था, नॉट
Hmm.
ऑलवेज, लेकिन
Hmm.
ऑब्वियसली उसको नई
They pick
नई
up.
चीज पे, एग्जैक्टली जब कोई नई चीज हो रही है विच इज फर्स्ट थिंग फर्स्ट टाइम फॉर हर, वहां
Hmm.
पे चिल्लाने का तो मतलब ही नहीं बनता. आई एम
Hmm.
लाइक,
Hmm.
और कभी कभी हो जाता है हम पेरेंट्स भी ऐसी सिचुएशन में होता है, हमारा माइंड कभी कभी मल्टीपल
Hmm.
थॉट्स में होता है, एंड व्हेन
Hmm.
किड्स आस्क द क्वेश्चन, हम कभी जवाब रूडली भी दे देते हैं, एब्सेंट माइंडेड दे देते हैं. तो मैंने ऑब्जर्व किया, आई हैव यूज्ड, मुझे कितने सिचुएशन ऐसे याद आए कि ये टोन मैंने बोला है एंड शी पिक्ड इट अप.
Mhm.
एंड आई वाज लाइक वाओ, ये नोइंगली अननोइंगली जो भी हुआ, दिस इज नाइस.
Beautiful.
सो वो
Beautiful.
वॉइस का अब मैं समझ रहा हूँ कि वॉइस मॉड्यूलेशन कहाँ कहाँ कैसे काम है. एंड आई लिटरली लव, वो जब बाबा वो जो करती है ना, आई लिटरली
Oh
लव
my
दैट.
God. I can feel that. I can, yeah.
वाओ.
My
है ना,
son has
जस्ट टू
crossed
ऐड
that
ऑन टू
stage.
योर लर्निंग, वो किड साइकोलॉजी जो बोला आपने,
Yes.
सो दैट वाज अमेजिंग.
Yeah.
अब आपको कुछ और बोलना था शायद, प्लीज.
No, no, I said I can feel that. My son has crossed that stage. He's a teenager.
यस.
But when he used to do it now also, he's still doing. ऐसा नहीं है.
आई
But
लव
there are
योर
other things
सन.
which have elements which have been added. He's still the same. He has also picked up that for me. अरे मम्मा आई, he calls me आई. हाँ. अरे how I tell him, विवान काय करतोयस? He let me, आई काय करतेस? पंखा चालू ठेवलास तू. असं.
वाओ.
He used
मतलब
to
ये थोड़ा,
cry.
इट इज लाइक अ फन एलिमेंट, राइट? इट इज लाइक अ फन एलिमेंट. वाओ.
Yeah, yeah,
तो मतलब
it's fun.
वाओ, दिस इज नाइस, दिस इज नाइस. आई एम
I
गोइंग टू,
enjoy.
आई आई सी, ये नया चीज है मेरे लिए भी, इट विल नीड प्रैक्टिस फॉर मी एज वेल. सो आई विल ट्राई
हाँ,
माय बेस्ट टू यूज दिस वॉइस. अरे
हाँ.
that kind of, I'm going to give a very good try on this. So thank you for
I
teaching this. Yeah, go on.
Can I share one more thing? I know it's a
Please.
parenting thing, but वो मेरे ना अंदर की माँ अभी एकदम जाग उठी है, एकदम फुल फॉर्म में है. तो
Go
कितनी
on.
बार वो जब मोबाइल बिना बताए लेता है एंड ही स्टार्ट्स प्लेइंग, ऐसे ना सन्न करके, लाइक लिटरली आई कैन फील फ्रॉम माय टोज टू माय टॉप ऑफ माय हेड, कुछ ऐसे जाता है ना, आई फील लाइक गेटिंग सो एंग्री एंड स्क्रीमिंग. एंड दैट इज द, मैं क्या करूं, बट दैट इज द टाइम.
Correct.
बेटा, दिस इज नॉट द टाइम बच्चा, व्हाट इज दिस. समझ जाता है. आउट हो
Yes,
गया,
yes.
पुश आउट हो गया. शी इज
Wow.
कंट्रोलिंग, बट
हाँ
स्टिल,
हाँ हाँ.
you see, I
Wow.
convey to him. I convey, बेटा तुझे, आपको पता है मुझे कितना गुस्सा आ रहा है. ऐसे मैं हंस के
Wow.
बोल रही हूँ. पता है आपको मुझे कितना गुस्सा आ रहा है. मेरा मन कर
Wow
रहा है
यार.
मैं हल्क बन के चीखूं, हल्क है करके. बट आई एम कंट्रोलिंग माई सेल्फ बिकॉज आई डोंट
हाँ.
वांट टू गेट एंग्री ऑन यू, बिकॉज यू आर माई स्वीट हार्ट. तो प्लीज भाई छोड़ देना इसको. दो, यू जस्ट सैट फॉर स्टडीज, स्टडी एटलीस्ट फॉर
Wow.
हाफ एन आवर एंड देन यू टेक अप ना. हु स्टॉपिंग यू. अच्छा ठीक है, ऐसे करके.
This is amazing.
मुझे गुस्सा बहुत आता है. मेरा मेरा ये it happens naturally with me. मैं सुबह से रात तक ना मेरे अलग अलग इतने आई वुड से रूप है, मैं कहाँ
Hmm.
कहाँ पे इसको यूज करती हूँ, मुझे तो भी कॉन्शियसली याद भी नहीं रहता.
Wow, that has impressed your subconscious mind.
यस,
ये ये बहुत जरूरी है. आई मीन, जब जब हम बात कर रहे थे, यू डोंट, किड्स डोंट listen to what we say, they follow what we do, right? They just follow what we do. Just for an example, कि ये टीवी देखते हुए खाना खाना, मोबाइल देखते हुए खाना खाना, स्क्रीन्स के साथ, इन शॉर्ट, it is knowingly unknowingly it is getting fed into subconscious mind. And later on जब बच्चे को आदत हो जाती है, तो आई थिंक वी पेरेंट्स ओनली गेट स्ट्रेस्ड आउट कि यार इसको आदत लग चुकी है टीवी के साथ. इट्स विच इज वेरी वेरी on a long term, which is not very fruitful. Not fruitful, no, very क्या, fruitful होगा ही नहीं वो, right? ये वही सबकॉन्शियस माइंड को इम्प्रेस करना बहुत 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 जरूरी है. मुझे एक किस्सा याद आ रहा है सबकॉन्शियस माइंड पर, बिकॉज एज यू मेंशन देयर इज अ किड इनसाइड अस, डेफिनेटली नो डाउट इन दैट. बट एक किस्सा ऐसा हुआ था, व्हेन आई लॉस्ट माय आईसाइट एक्चुअली. हाँ, एक्चुअली आज को शायद अराउंड 2018 से मुझे याद है, आई चेंज माई मॉर्निंग रूटीन. मैं सुबह जल्दी उठने लगा. अर्लियर आई वॉज नेवर अर्ली वेकअप गाय.
अच्छा.
एंड आई डिसाइडेड कि मैं रात को मोबाइल अपने पास में नहीं रखूं. आई रिमेम्बर इट वॉज क्लियरली ईयर 2018. तब
ओके.
से मैंने अपना लाइफ चेंज, थोड़ा रूटीन चेंज किया था. ओके. एंड मुझे याद है कि रात में देखना मैंने बंद कर दिया था. मोबाइल भी दूर रखता था, एटलीस्ट 4-5 स्टेप्स, एक 6-8 फीट की दूरी पे, सो दैट सुबह का उठने के लिए भी आसान हो जाए. जाके बंद करना पड़ेगा ना मोबाइल. सो उससे वो आदत छूट गई रात को मोबाइल देखने की. अब होता क्या है, आई टोल्ड समवन कि इट्स नॉट गुड टू सी मोबाइल बिफोर स्लीपिंग. एंड क्योंकि मैक्सिमम तो एंजॉयमेंट का ही देखते हैं. कोई सीरियल देख लेगा, कोई रील्स देख लेगा, कोई मतलब लोगों को हॉरर मूवी देखने का भी शौक है
बिंज,
इधर. हाँ, सॉरी.
बिंज बिंज
बिंज
कंटेंट,
बिंज
नॉट
बिंज वाला,
नॉट
यस
क्वालिटी.
एग्जैक्टली. यस यस. सो वो बिफोर स्लीपिंग, एज इट इज सेड, स्टडी शोज दैट जब हमें नींद आ रही होती है, देर आर टू टू टाइम्स व्हेन सबकॉन्शियस माइंड डोर्स ओपन, एंड दैट इज द टाइम कि हम सबकॉन्शियस माइंड को रीट्रेन कर सकते हैं. ट्रेन योर ब्रेन काइंड ऑफ. तो दीज 2 पॉइंटर्स, रात को जब हम देख रहे होते हैं, तो हल्की हल्की नींद आ रही होती है, आंखें बंद हो रहा है, सर द डोर्स ओपन, हम जो देखते हैं, दैट इज लाइक सबकॉन्शियस माइंड अडेप्टिंग, राइट? तो मैंने जब उसको बोला कि रात को मोबाइल नहीं देखना चाहिए, तो उसने मुझे बोला था, रिमेम्बर इट, यार तेरे को तो दिखाई नहीं देता, तो तेरे लिए तो इजी है, मैं कैसे चेंज हो जाऊं? तो मुझे
हाँ,
उस सेकंड के लिए, मुझे एक सेकंड के लिए लगा, हाँ यार, ये तो लोग वो सही तो बोल रहे हैं कि मुझे दिखाई नहीं देता, मुझे स्क्रीन से क्या करना
करेक्ट.
है, राइट? बट लेकिन उसके बाद आई गेव अ डीप थॉट टू द, इंसाइटफुल थॉट दिया कि यार ये बात आईसाइट और नॉट आईसाइट, नो आईसाइट की बात ही नहीं. इट्स अबाउट अ फीलिंग. तब मैंने उसको फिर से रीच आउट किया, बोला भाई, व्हाई डोंट यू गिव अ ट्राई ऑन. समझ लेना कि उस टाइम के लिए मेरे पास आंखें नहीं है, कुछ भी समझ, जो समझना है समझ ले. एंड देयर वाज अ चेंज इन दैट पर्सन्स लाइफ. अब
वाह.
उसकी फीलिंग मेरी फीलिंग मैच हो गई. मैंने बोला भाई, मैं जो तुझे शेयर कर रहा था, दैट वाज अबाउट द फीलिंग. आई वाज नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट द आई साइट. आई वाज टेलिंग यू द
यस.
फीलिंग की कितना इम्पैक्ट आता है पॉजिटिवली. एंड आई सेंस दैट, मुझे वो सबकॉन्शियस
ब्यूटीफुल.
माइंड का, सो मुझे पता नहीं ये बात कहाँ से कहाँ गई, बट अल्टीमेटली किड्स की बात आई ना. सो मैं मेरा, आपने बोला यू आर इनटू पेरेंटिंग एज वेल, सो आई थिंक इट्स आवर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी कि हम इसको अडेप्ट करके हमारे बच्चों को भी पास ऑन करें. सो थैंक गॉड कि पूरा तो नहीं कह सकता, बट वी मी माय फैमिली आर ट्राइंग आवर बेस्ट. कुछ चीजें गलती हमसे भी हो जाती है, लाइक पार्ट ऑफ लाइफ. बट अगेन वी आर पिकिंग अप जो अच्छा हो सकता है. मल्टीटास्किंग नहीं करना, स्क्रीन के साथ खाना नहीं खाना, सोने के टाइम पे अवॉइड ऑल द ऑड थिंग्स. हंसते सोना और हंसते उठना, दैट इज द वन थिंग दैट आई हैव पिक्ड अप. ट्राइंग माय बेस्ट, बट अप्स एंड डाउन्स होते रहते हैं लाइफ, दैट्स ओके. सो
And this can happen wonderfully with voice modulation. As a child,
डेफिनेटली.
when Vivan was young, uh, this is interesting. If I would like to share this. Yeah, as
प्लीज.
a child, up to 4 years, I think, he was totally different. He was introvert. He was adamant. थोड़ा चिड़चिड़ा था. He
ओके.
was very fussy.
ओके. ओके.
Absolutely. Because the first child actually in the family, the first grandson, you can imagine all uncles, everybody left, right, center pampering him. And there
Ah,
was a point where he stopped listening to me. He did not give any
right.
घास to me. ये अब इतने सारे लोग हैं मुझे प्यार कर रहे, तो मैं एक का क्यों सुनूं? तो कहीं पे
Right.
मदर तो डिसअपियर ही हो गई, वो अथॉरिटी. So
Correct, correct.
instead of getting angry and whatever, this is where I applied voice modulation.
Wow.
I started giving instructions to him in singing kind of, Beta, it's time to sleep. No, 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 no,
Mhm.
no, no. All that I used to
Wow.
do. And yeah, and if you had to do something, I would say la 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 la. वो little की जो that soap की जो ad थी, very old
Huh?
ना. So that tone I used in many things
Wow.
to get the work done. Yes, 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 yes. So
Wow.
he somehow lost track of the relation of a mother and child, but just for that he would do things. Not that
Amazing,
I'm
yeah.
giving instruction, but the songs that he would receive, and it would change every time. First, once it's this, once it's that. Then even Jingle Bells ka we in school we used to hear Jingle Bells का हमने पंजाबी वर्जन किया था स्कूल में.
अच्छा.
जिंगल बल्ले जिंगल बल्ले बल्ले संता सिंह जा रही हंसी हंसी भी सब चले. तो
Wow.
I he the world is doing this and she's doing something different. तो वो इतना wonder में. And now you met Vivan. You saw him after so many years. But you can understand if a child who is an introvert, who is fussy, and who doesn't like to be with people,
Wow.
how can that child be this? You have met Vivan. So having, connection, you can understand the connection. So
Definitely,
it has
definitely.
happened gradually over a period of time. So somewhere as a mother, this voice modulation has helped me get through my child, to
Wow.
break a barrier, to pass through many layers and reach out to him.
This was really very amazing. Yeah. Matlab, yes, I met Vivan. I remember, he talking from stage at the age of 13. Matlab, वाओ. वो 13 साल का लड़का स्टेज पे रुकना ही इम्प्रेसिव था. और उसके बाद जो उसने, आई मीन, मैंने सीटियां बहुत बजाई है भाई उसके लिए, नीचे से नीचे क्राउड में बैठ के, आई हैव ब्लोन अ लॉट ऑफ विजल्स.
Thank
एंड वो
you.
अटेंशन ग्रैबर था. द वे ही वाज स्पीकिंग, इट वाज अटेंशन ग्रैबर. Thank you for bringing
Mm,
him, and thank you for your contribution for making him whatever he is today. I'm very much sure कि ये बहुत सारी लाइफ को इम्पैक्ट करने वाला है विवान. Being at the age of 13 now, he is going to be a master in just few coming years. No doubt, undoubtedly, he is going to be unbeatable, unstoppable as well, right?
thank you.
So I know in
Unstoppable.
a way
Thank you.
आपने मेरा
Thank
next
you.
question का आंसर तो दे ही दिया है, but still I would like to ask that you have a, sorry,
Sure.
you have a very unique style of taking life seriously, but in a fun way. I want you to please
Yeah.
elaborate on. You have answered it in a पिछले कुछ समय में आपने बहुत सी बार जवाब तो इसका दे दिया है, but I want you to answer this very specifically
Mm.
कि so that हमारी ऑडियंस को भी पता चले, लाइक वो बैचलर है, शादीशुदा है, वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल है, एंटरप्रेन्योर है, जो भी है,
Yeah, yeah.
इन ऑल द वेज. क्योंकि लाइफ
Mm.
तो सबकी लाइफ ही है. वी प्ले डिफरेंट रोल्स. मैं सुबह कोच बन जाता हूँ, फिर थोड़ी देर के बाद कभी बेटा, फिर हस्बैंड, फिर बाप. A lot of roles happening throughout the day. But how this taking life seriously in a fun way can be
Mm.
implemented. So on some few tips on.
Implemented, my God, I had the same word. Yeah, implemented.
Yeah.
Right. Um, with all the churning that I have gone through in the past, in my so many 4 decades, I'm in my mid 40s now.
Wow.
As a child also, imagine 4 decades ago, my mother was working.
Uh-huh.
She was a working mom.
Okay.
So
Mhm.
at a very young age, lot of responsibility was put on my shoulders. I was the only child. In
Okay.
school, I used to, when I had almost touched secondary, sixth standard, say, I used to manage the house keys. My
Wow.
grandmother was on bed rest when I went in fifth or sixth grade, sixth
Uh-huh.
standard. Tab we used to say standard. Now we say
Right.
grade.
Correct.
And हाँ, तो तब से तो I have seen lot of pain in my life. I have gone through personally.
Mhm.
Even as a child, I had lot of dust allergy, lot of allergies, food allergies, things like that. I had to overcome. And my entire teenagehood went in taking medication.
Oh.
And whenever we would meet, I would meet my old friends or anything. अच्छा अभी भी तेरी दवाई चालू है, ये है, वो है. College
ओहो.
में we would talk school time का. So it started somewhere. It came to my mind that I want to be. Is this the person I want to be remembered as?
Wow.
That is how, in my growing up years after college, and that time, that was the phase when things started clicking. That no matter what, things are going to happen. They are not
Mhm.
going to change situations. If it is not this, something else will happen.
Correct.
So, taking life seriously in a fun way, the
Mhm.
real or profound or in-depth meaning that I learned was handle all the painful situations
Uh-huh.
in a light way
Wow.
without getting bogged down by them.
Wow.
So things like, for Vivan, this is a simple example. I'm angry and I look at him and I make my eyes big. Can you see that? That is my anger. Just imagine if I remove it out, what will happen? So don't do it. Put that thing aside. Same thing, even
Wow.
it happens with I'm very honest, and even if my husband sees, he knows that there's nothing that I have to hide. We fight so much. We
Right.
fight so much. But at least in front of Vivan, they're silent. We
Mm.
don't, we tell our son. But that
Right.
is also a fun way where he says, you both don't fight as a child. Now he knows, and now we do fight. It's okay because he is
Mhm.
grown. But as
Correct.
a child, we never fought in front of him.
Wow.
But he would ask, and I'd say, Arre, no, beta, I to fight. How much daddy and I fight and shout? But not in front of you. We don't want you to get scared. Husk it. So,
Acha. So when you do this kind of acts, ki,
uh,
look at my eyes.
yeah.
You want me to take it out of me? Don't make me to do that. Please do leave that. वो kind of tonality जो आप use कर रही हैं, the action. Obviously, it sounds very very funny, no doubt in that.
Yeah.
But what is the effect on the other person? Like जैसे आपका बेटा आपके सामने बैठा है.
हाँ,
Does he follow, or what is his response? मैं जानना
हाँ.
चाहता हूँ, so that even क्योंकि you are sharing it from being a parent point of
Yes.
view,
Yeah.
so many parents will be watching it. अगर
Mm.
उनको भी कुछ idea मिल जाएगा, it will
Yeah.
be very fun in their life as
Yeah. Okay. So it's not that I have not got angry or shown anger, but
well.
when I show anger, I have seen that he contracts. उसका body
Mm-hmm.
language change होता है. His shoulders slouch. They come towards inside. Means I'm talking when he was a child and मैं गुस्से से कुछ बोल देती थी तो कोने में ऐसा बैठा रहेगा. He
Okay.
will do the work and he will sit like that. Then he'll either miss out, not go down to play with his friends. Or he had done that.
Mm.
And he had missed out. Sometimes he has eaten less. Not not stayed hungry as such, but and then eaten then again night after manaving him, then he will have his full meal aisa karke. So this all I've gone through that
Correct.
churning process. But when this happens, he knows that I don't want to reach that stage where I get angry on him or I scream.
Mm.
And especially after he knows it is his mistake, that he's
Correct.
done something he's not supposed to do. So okay, acha. Then he'll ask me, are you seriously angry or you're joking? Then I said, do I look like I'm joking, beta? If I'm joking, I will make sure you know I'm joking. Acha, okay, you're serious. Okay. And he will keep the phone aside and he will just reason out that,
Mm.
okay, I'm doing this, but from 2 days I've not done this. I've not played, I've not got a chance. When will you
Right.
give me again? So
Mm. Mm. Mm.
immediately my anger also comes down. Okay, he's trying to reason out. He's giving me a reason why this has
Correct.
happened. We talk it out. We set rules, we set parameters. This will happen then. I can give it to you after 2 hours, but provided you complete this chapter, he completes the chapter. I take a oral test. He's done, he's through, and he gets his thing.
Correct.
He's also happy, I'm also happy.
Mm. No, that
Same
that
thing.
Go on. Go on.
Yeah. Same thing in corporates also. When people are talking, uh, I have done lots of when in my offline trainings, we do
Mhm.
lots of role plays
Activities.
where
Yeah.
we do
Mm. Mm.
activities and lots of role plays where somebody acts like the manager, somebody acts like this, and especially with the students who are pursuing post graduation or MBA, I've conducted sessions for such students also. So
Wow.
who were pursuing post graduation and eventually wanted to get into MBAs and IITs and all. So as a student, I made them do these role plays that when you become the manager, you become this and you become that, and they put different situations. So that is where, and this is I'm talking about 2017. At that time, I was not a voice coach. I was a
Okay.
soft skills coach.
Okay.
This is of that phase, 2016,
Wow.
2017, between 2016 to 2018, when so
Hmm.
this
Hmm.
was one of the motivational factor which led me to believe or led me to feel that this is the right thing to do. But having said that, so there was this role play where we did for between two girls, where one girl is crying because
Okay.
she had a break off. Her boyfriend broke off with her. She's
Uh-huh.
crying in the office lunch hours, and she's crying. I'll just do that, okay?
Yeah, yeah,
But
please,
short
please,
one. I'll do a mini version if it's
please,
okay.
please, 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 please.
क्या करूं उसे मेरे break off कर लिया. I had told them they have to do that, and I was sitting on the
Okay.
head. You better not do that. So
Okay.
तो
Okay.
भले ऑडियंस में तो लाफ्टर था ही, हम भी
Uh-huh.
बैक स्टेज हंस ही रहे थे, बट देन दूसरी जो द रोल प्ले वाज द अदर वन आल्सो, यार दिस इज सो सैड यार, आई फील सो
Oh,
बैड फॉर
okay.
यू. तो दोनों रो रहे हैं. देन आई गेव
Okay.
देम अनदर चिट where the situation changes, where the
Okay.
first one is still crying, but the second one handles in a different way. I understand. You know what has happened to you is very sad, and it is not easy to deal with it.
Wow.
I completely understand what you're saying, although I cannot feel because I'm not in the same situation.
Wow.
My suggestion to you is either you take a half day off, you're not in
Yeah.
that state. Take few days off and come when you're ready to work, when you're back.
Correct.
Right now, you're in a working place, and
Hmm.
it is we expect
Hmm.
certain things from our seniors and colleagues. There are a lot
Correct.
of expectations from you.
Correct.
And this story, I don't want to go and tell anybody
Yes. Right.
since you have confided only in me.
Hmm.
So this is
वो
very,
एम्पैथी वाला एक वॉइस टोनैलिटी आ गया
yes,
एंड एम्पैथी वर्क्स
understand.
मैन
Yes.
या
So this is how taking seriously in a fun way. It is a serious situation and it happens quite often.
करेक्ट
So
करेक्ट
go through role plays and all, we make them play. And so no, can you understand when these girls, these guys, the boys who were seeing, watching, they will also be working with females.
राइट
They
राइट
also understood how to show empathy.
करेक्ट आई
Even
थिंक
for
it's you said it very right, Prachiti. The element of empathy has to grow in society,
hmm,
you know. क्योंकि शायद कभी कभी हमारी सोसाइटी में क्या होता है, नोइंगली, किसी की गलती नहीं है यहाँ पे, बट
hmm,
क्या हो जाता है कि नोइंगली अननोइंगली जहाँ एम्पति आना चाहिए वहाँ सिंपति आता है, आ जाता है, और जहाँ सिंपति
hmm,
आना चाहिए वहाँ एम्पति आ जाता है.
hmm,
बट
hmm.
एम्पति जहाँ जहाँ आ रहा है दैट्स नॉट अ, गलत नहीं है. बट
Yes.
कभी कभी आई फील कि सिंपति पोटेंशियल को भी खराब कर देता है इंसान.
Hmm.
दिस इज व्हाट आई विल, करेक्ट मी इफ आई एम नॉट, इफ आई एम रॉन्ग.
Absolutely. Perfect example of what? First was sympathy,
करेक्ट.
where the lady
डेफिनेटली.
just showed sympathy. That girl would have never changed. She'd have
डेफिनेटली.
continued to,
डेफिनेटली.
and it would have hampered the productivity
वाओ.
and influenced other people also negatively. Maybe if two other women would have come and gathered, how sad, how sad, how sad.
हम्म.
Then why? What is the point? So this is where voice modulation, as you shared, no, taking life serious things in a fun way, life
One
seriously in a
way,
fun way, but these are real life instances. And
right.
I have done it on stage in front of 100, 200 students, in front of so many participants, even lecturers. And the
Wow.
lecturers were literally zapped. They said, what is happening? Initially, some of the other lecturers, they revolted. They told the people who had contacted me for this, they said, what is all this? We don't want all this and all. We want somebody who's coming and teaching children seriously and this and that. And then
Correct.
somehow they managed it. They pulled some strings and apna, you know, and that is how they got me to this. And I requested that everybody who was against having me there, please get them also. Let them also say.
Wow.
So
मतलब,
that is how it
yes.
happened.
यस. वाओ, दैट वाज, आई मीन, अमेजिंग, प्रचिति. अभी मैं भी थोड़ा सा अपना रिकॉल कर रहा हूँ, तो ये
Yeah.
एम्पैथी सिंपैथी ये वाला गेम जब मेरी, मतलब व्हेन आई वाज इन जॉब, आई वाज सेलिंग पीपल, आई वाज स्ट्रेस्ड आउट. मुझे जैसे
Mm,
पता चला इंटरनली वो स्ट्रेस पाइल अप होता जा रहा था.
हम्म।
कि यार मेरी आंखें, क्या होगा, अंधा तो नहीं हो जाऊंगा, क्या हो
ट्रू
जाएगा।
ट्रू।
एंड लिटरली आई वॉज मिसिंग आउट स्टेयरकेस। चढ़ने में
हम्म।
मुझे प्रॉब्लम नहीं होता था,
अच्छा।
उतरने में मैं बहुत डरता था। एंड माय वर्क
हाँ।
स्पेस, मेरा जो टेक्निक, मेरा जो, आई वाज इन अ टेक्निकल एरिया।
हम्म
सो इन दैट, मतलब सेकंड फ्लोर से मुझे फर्स्ट फ्लोर, ग्राउंड फ्लोर आना पड़ता था। एंड ऑब्वियसली वर्क नेचर ऐसा था कि कभी कुछ अगर सीरियस चैलेंजेस आ जाए तो थोड़ा सा
हम्म
फिजिकल एक्टिविटी का स्पीड बढ़ जाता था।
हम्म।
एंड आई वॉज नॉट इन अ स्पेस कि मैं उतनी जल्दी सीढ़ी उतरूं। चढ़ने में प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, चढ़ने में ग्रिप होता है,
ओके।
बट
यस।
उतरने में ग्रेविटी। एंड आई यूज्ड टू टेल पीपल कि यार ऐसा ऐसा इश्यू हो रहा है। सिंपैथी तो नहीं मिला, एम्पैथी
हम्म।
भी नहीं मिला। पीपल वर लाइक अरे ये क्या, ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है। एंड
अच्छा।
वो वो एलिमेंट शायद मुझे कहीं ना कहीं बिल्ड करता गया। पीपल वर
हम्म
नॉट लिसनिंग, आई वॉज नॉट गेटिंग एनी सपोर्ट।
हम्म।
थैंक गॉड कि एक तो मैंने कोई गलत स्टेप नहीं लिया पहले। एंड मुझे वो शायद अंदर ही अंदर बिल्ड करता गया कि अब सपोर्ट तो नहीं मिल रहा है, आई हैव टू डू थिंग्स ऑन माई ओन, मुझे मेरा ही रास्ता ढूंढना पड़ेगा। एंड ऑल दैट, वो जो अब सिंपथी और एम्पथी की बात करें तो सिंपथी नहीं मिला, दैट वाज द बेस्ट थिंग, बिकॉज बिकॉज ऑफ विच दैट ओनली, दैट हेल्प मी टू बिल्ड माई सेल्फ। एंड आई थिंक आपकी जिंदगी में भी ऐसा ही, आपकी जिंदगी में फन ज्यादा इन्वॉल्व है, so that has helped you to be whatever you are today. Am I right?
100%. And I would like to add one more thing. When I
Mhm.
saw you on the stage during your speech, the point that connected me with you, or the point that at that time we couldn't speak because after your speech you carried on with your thing, and I was busy working backstage
Correct.
and helping out with other stuff. Having said that, those eyes, what connected me with you or your aura was that when you came on the stage, it
Mhm.
when the condition was informed that he
Correct.
is a man, he doesn't this man doesn't have a vision, but he's a visionary. I'm like, are you sure about it? Because kahin se aisa dikh nahi raha. He's carrying himself so well.
Wow.
He's just rocking, he's nailing it. Standing on the stage with that grace, with that confidence, and with an attitude or aura, not a negative one, huh? But
Right.
something like achievement. Yes, I have done this with my own hard work. I have achieved it. That when I saw, that was when I said hats off. I don't know how and when, but I have to connect with this individual, this beautiful soul, and I really want to compliment him for the way that he conducted himself there. It was very hard to believe. And you held your ground.
Mm.
You just slayed it, brother. You slayed it. So, yeah.
It's all your love, Prachiti. It's all the love coming from all over the place. I can sense that. And by the way, ये कॉल मेरे लिए बिल्कुल नहीं था, ये आपके लिए था. I wanted you to, spread which you have already done, which you have already done amazing, sharings. But thank you, but I take all your words, all the kind words, appreciation, I really take that, but it's nowhere me doing. It's all blessing for my, from my parents, my elders, my family's support. And almighty's power. हम क्या कर लेंगे अकेले, है ना.
Beautiful. Yes.
So with that, putting out all the efforts in the lotus feet of God, and coming back to Prachiti, I cannot tell you, I have picked up few elements and I'm going to practice it. मुझे पता है इनिशियली थोड़े से challenges आने वाले हैं, बट आई एम
Mm,
थिंकिंग कि अगर ये बिल्ड हो गया ना, तो लाइफ भर के लिए, लाइफ टाइम के लिए, इट विल बी वेरी अमेजिंग, वेरी 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 अमेजिंग.
mm.
So I'm going to pick up a lot of elements, I'm going to implement, and personally I'm going to share my experience with you, and you have to guide me if needed. Okay.
Always there, always, any
Thank you.
time. I mean,
Thank
literally
you.
any time, midnight, 3 a.m., friend, whatever.
Thank you. Thank you, Prachiti. You have been a wonderful soul. Your energy is really contagious, no doubt in that. And guys, ये हमारी आज की guest, a vibrant voice modulation coach, and the way she presents herself, I cannot see her, but अगर मुझसे अगर पूछोगे तो मैं एनर्जी की बात करूंगा. बिलीव मी, एक सेकंड के लिए भी ऐसा वो नेगेटिव वाला इतना सा 0.001 का भी झलक नहीं आता, मतलब फील ही नहीं होता. क्योंकि आई हैव कम अक्रॉस पीपल हु स्पीक पॉजिटिव, बट दे हैव समवेयर, यू नो, वो हिट करता है। हम जैसे लोगों को तो बहुत जल्दी करता है। आई एम वेरी मच श्योर जो भी एनर्जी के साथ खेलते होंगे, पीपल साइटेड और नो साइट, एनर्जी जिसको समझ में आती होगी ना, वो समझ में आ जाता है कि देर इज नो सेंस टॉकिंग टू दिस पर्सन काइंड ऑफ थिंग। यस, यहाँ से चल कट लेते हैं काइंड ऑफ थिंग। बट दिस पर्सन इज सो अमेजिंग, and this person, just because of the voice modulation, has changed her life, and which makes me to share this as well. Okay, मैं एक थोड़े कुछ मिनट के बाद शेयर करूंगा जो करना है। बट what she has built in her life is going to impact world. इस इंसान ने जो क्रिएट किया है अपने पर्सनल लाइफ में, अपने एक लाइफ में, उसका इम्पैक्ट दुनिया पर आने वाला है वेरी शॉर्टली। विच मेक्स मी टू टेल कि हमारे पॉडकास्ट में जो अगला गेस्ट होने वाला है, बिलीव मी, आपने जितना ही इस सेशन को एंजॉय किया होगा ना, उससे 2 3 4 5 गुना ज्यादा। क्योंकि ये तो एडल्ट्स का लर्निंग शेयर हुआ है। नेक्स्ट जो आने वाला है ना, दैट इज लाइक अ बम्बार्डिंग सेशन। आई एम लिटरली वेटिंग। मुझे लिटरली उनका अपॉइंटमेंट लेना पड़ा है, बट थैंक गॉड कि उनका अपॉइंटमेंट मुझे मिल चुका है एक पॉडकास्ट रिकॉर्ड करने के लिए। So with that, don't do not miss out our next episode, which is going to be amazing. And before that, Prachiti Sharangdhar, she is a voice modulation coach. The beautiful line, what I like about her is, apart from all the achievements, she takes her life seriously, but in a fun way. Yes, on that, if you are willing to get in touch with this person, Prachiti, बहुत सारे लिंक्स जो भी इनको रीच आउट करने के लिए रहेंगे, इनके सोशल मीडिया का, इनका लिंक्डइन का, इंस्टाग्राम का, जो भी अवेलेबिलिटी, ये जहां पे भी ज्यादा हैंग आउट करती है, वो लिंक्स आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन में मिल जाएंगे। फील फ्री। प्रचित, यू आर ऑन इंस्टाग्राम एज वेल, राइट?
Yes.
कैन यू प्लीज टेल व्हाट इज द, सो दैट पीपल कैन फॉलो यू ऑन दैट?
Oh, it's Prachiti Sharangdhar.
ओ,
TRA.
शारंगधर, मैं हमेशा शारंग कुछ भी बोल देता हूँ यार।
Okay,
आई एम सो
right.
सॉरी
No, no,
बिकॉज
no, 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 not at all. It's
मेरा
okay.
मेरा मेरा प्रोनाउंसिएशन ना, मेरे सिस्टम ने, टॉकबैक ने बहुत बदल दिया
Okay.
है। ओके,
Okay. Okay.
सो
Yeah, yeah.
शार या
The
Prachiti
act.
Sharangdhar, and you are going to, you please get in touch with this person, because you are going to get a lot of golden nuggets with her sharings on her social media. Finally, Prachiti, do you want to say anything, closing words to the audience?
Uh, I would like to share, yes, a little thoda in depth. We focus as image, as presenters, we focus a lot on our dressing, on our looks, on our content, and what we have to say. But
Wow.
somewhere, somehow, the fact that how we are going to say what we are going to say gets ignored.
Wow.
And when I say voice, when we say, not it's not Prachiti's, Prachiti has learned it, but this is going on for centuries. People have
Correct.
been teaching in a different way. So, from our ancestors, whatever the ancient wisdom, what we say, when we say voice, it is not just something that comes out from your throat. What is voice? It is actually air. The muscles contract and release, and that air, the pipe moves up, out, and expands and contracts, and that creates a voice. It creates sounds. It is
Correct.
important to give exercise to that. Please
Mm.
be kind to your throat for whatever you have, whatever your intake. I'm not giving, like वो agony aunt जैसा मैं ये नहीं दे
Correct.
रही कि बाबा ठंडा मत खाओ, ये मत खाओ, वो मत करो. Not at all. But whatever substances you're consuming, try to give that time, especially if you're a presenter and you love your work and you take it seriously.
Wow.
That focus on your voice. It also includes exercising your jaw to lip muscles.
Wow.
You need to do those exercises. You need to do basic things like just take a paper bag and blow it. That is also a good exercise.
Wow.
Yeah, simple. Just you need to focus on exercising. And why I'm saying this, no, it's because I have seen after some webinars and all, or after certain presentations, the presenter gets exhausted. अरे आई एम सो टायर्ड. अरे इतना
Wow.
हेवी प्रिपेयर किया फिर भी थक गया. एंड लिटरली दिस कम्स आउट. आज ओके,
Correct.
थैंक यू एवरीबॉडी, गुड बाय, सी यू इन द नेक्स्ट थिंग. एंड अरे यार कितना थक गया तुरंत. 2 सेकंड में नहीं हुए पूरा शिफ्ट. क्यों? क्योंकि उन्होंने दुनिया भर की प्रैक्टिस की है. बट अपने वॉइस को एक्सरसाइज नहीं किया, अपने जॉ
वाओ,
मसल्स को एक्सरसाइज नहीं किया. सो
अमेजिंग यार.
learn from anyone. I'm not saying come to me, but focus on that also. And why to focus? Because I understand that whoever is watching this has pure and true intentions
करेक्ट.
towards their community or people around them, and you want to make that impact.
करेक्ट.
Make yourself so strong that you continue to make that impact without a break.
करेक्ट.
Just
वाओ.
mouth getting tired or voice getting should not be a reason why you're not able to do something very good for humanity. So focus
करेक्ट.
on your voice also. Yeah, that's a
Wow, thank you,
long
thank
message.
you. That was needed, that was needed. And I feel कि वॉइस के साथ कॉन्फिडेंस भी बूस्ट हो जाएगा. सो दैट वाज लाइक अ बोनस टिप. आप जब अपने वॉइस पे काम करोगे तो योर कॉन्फिडेंस विल आल्सो बूस्ट. सो वर्क ऑन योर वॉइस. Feel free to get in touch with Prachiti Sharangdhar. She's our link is on description. So this was the guest for today in the Connecting the Dots with KK, and the guest was Prachiti Sharangdhar. Sharangdhar. Thank you,
Thank,
Prachiti.
thank
Stay
you.
blessed, guys, and keep watching us. This is like the Connecting the Dots with KK, a space where inspiring story meets the actionable insights. Stay blessed. This is Kushal. Take care. Bye bye.